Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Crow Tips Betting Show, Weekend Betting Show, brought to you by BoyleSports. As you can see, we've got Dylan Hilda returning after a few weeks away, also in his Booker kit. How you doing, Dill? Good to see you again.
Yeah, good man. Good.
Yeah.
Ready
How
for the
things?
weekend, we hope.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Well, obviously we'll talk a bit of rugby because we have to. It's our, Books have made it to the against the old mighty All Blacks. But yeah, how you feeling? We'll discuss it. We'll discuss some of the betting angles as well. But I mean, how did you view the semi-finals?
Well, to be honest, I was hoping we were going to make more changes for the semi, and then I think it proved that our boys looked maybe a bit lethargic, one or two steps off the pace, which is also quite concerning for me for this week because I mean it's pretty much the same side, and we hope that they kind of switch on. But I was hoping they would maybe make 2 or 3 changes last week to freshen up some of the guys for. Well, I mean it's presumptuous to assume for this week, but even for last week, one hoped it would be better. Obviously, in hindsight, it's great to say, but yeah.
Well, I think actually more point of the betting angle, because obviously we know each other, and I know you were quite confident on England actually winning that game, and it was all the way there until 78 minutes. But we were saying all week that plus 12 was absolutely the wrong number. Obviously, everyone thought, oh no, we would hammer England. But as you say, coming off that immense high into the rain, into fired up England grudge side, it was never go. It felt like it was never going to be a runaway victory for the Bucks. So that number was just wrong, as we're saying.
Yeah, I think again, not to be Captain Hindsight, but I think in leading up to that game, there was I think 2-1 on offer for plus 5.5. England plus 5.5 at 2-1 was amazing value. So whoever jumped on that was lucky, and I think you could get 10.5 plus 10.5 at about 14-10, which also was huge value. So
and obviously let's actually go into the final. It's I know a lot of people have written off the All Blacks, and I think again, like another conversation that we have, we always say we can't write off the All Blacks, even though they haven't been as strong. But yeah, we are in a World Cup final, and they're favourites. So they're that bad, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
I think what's ominous is they just kind of building and getting better and better each week. And we can say Argentina were useless. We can say all these things, but you're only as good as your opposition, or what is it? Only as good as your last match. So, I mean, New Zealand put them away pretty comfortably, and I don't even think they got out of second gear. They should be fresh and rearing to go. So it is quite concerning for us.
Yeah. What about the conditions though? Like I think I feel New Zealanders are better suited in the wet, but then you can counter argue and say our power game might be better if it's slower, right? But so who does the conditions really suit? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the selection indicates that we're obviously going to try for a massively tight game in the forwards. Super concerning again for me that we've only got the 1-9. I know there's talk of Colby being back up, but I mean, if injured early, and I was watching a podcast, I can't remember who it was yesterday, where they were talking of the actual kicking from 9. I think it was Skalkberger in there.
Yes.
And how we actually do a lot of our kicking from 9, and how much time would Chesden have practiced at 9 in the kicking role, all things like that. But if we look at the positive side, let's hope we can man up. I think similarly to what Skulk also said yesterday, that first 10 minutes, 15 minutes is going to be everything. Hey, when they smashed us recently, we lost the game in that first 10-15 minutes.
I agree. I mean, we've done the Houdini act the last 2 games. We've literally got out of jail. I hate to say it, but I know some people say in the bomb squad, but I still feel New Zealand, when New Zealand have a point to prove, like this game, to prove that they are the best and always will be the best, they ain't going away for 80 minutes. Just picture them like Ireland. That's what we're getting from them. I don't know if we go 10 points behind, we could do it this time. I don't hope so, but I mean, I just feel that's going to be a bridge too far for this team. I mean, it'll be amazing if they do, and they have all the power and ability to do it, and the team spirit and all that. But we'll see. But also, just a quick one. Hi, everyone. I can see there's a few guys joining us on the live chats. That's great. Yeah, please, as usual, post your comments, post your best bets. Like we said, Boyles have kindly, we started to boost the bets that we come up with the show, particularly the show treble and the fan bet. And we had a beaut last week of Quinny de Kock to get over 95% strike rate. And we said 4 and out will do us okay. I think I might have mentioned it on the show. And true as Bob, 4 and out he went and it cashed in. So that was a nice one. And we also had a points treble that came in. So yeah, guys, please feel free to comment. Otherwise, myself and Billy will just come up and cook some bets over the weekend. But in saying that, Boyles have some nice promos this weekend. I want to run them through. If any of these also stick out, we could possibly put them as a recommendation. But just, Will Jordan to score 2 tries in the match, 6 now to 8. I'm not sure 2 tries. I mean, he might. But I don't know if we're going to see many tries in this match. I think we'll probably see about 3 tries overall, if any. Colby, first score in the first half was 12, now 13. That might be worth a squirt at that price, potentially. Geordie Barrett to score any time was 4, now 5. Both teams to score 20 points in South Africa to win for 5.20. I'm not sure if both teams are covering 20 here. I think it's going to be a bit tighter than that. New Zealand to win first half, South Africa to win the match. Well, if you want to go on trends, that could be a trend that could happen again. But I think so much depends on what happens in that first half. We ride in the luck tails here, I mean, if something goes wrong with injuries, like you said, and we've got players out of position in bad conditions, I think I'm praying we don't for South Africa, but we potentially can look like idiots, right? We've said that. Everyone knows that. We've got to go South Africa's way. New Zealand to win both.
Just on that is that I think that's coming to the fore much more now, where you've got some of the Europeans and even New Zealanders despising South Africans and their attitude towards our rugby. Common comments are that they come across South Africans and they just shout things like, "We're the best, you'll never beat us."
Such emotional supporters, eh? Emotional, which is fine, which is great, but drives a lot of people mad as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it drives me mad as well, because I like to be
very pragmatic.
And I think that's often misconstrued as a supporter. Yes, I want the Boks to win completely, 100%. I support them till the death, but my head isn't where my heart is often, so it's quite different.
Well, the thing is, we've been when you also betting for 20 years, you do lose that. You looking at the numbers and the trends, and you do put your emotion aside, because if you bet on emotion, you're screwed. Let's face it. Like, you're not going to come out winning too much, right?
Yeah. But I mean, so back to those. What's nice is there's obviously great value in all of those markets. So I mean,
the one that sticks out to me I like is the Colby first try. I mean, he could get a wing try there, from somewhere in the first half.
That wasn't first try. It was just a try in the first half.
To score try in the first half. Sorry, well, I meant try first half.
That's actually great value. I mean,
that's actually massive value. I would give that as a sneaky punt. I would put a few for Dosh on that if you want, out of all the ones. Yeah, Geordie Barrett. He could. Both teams to score. I wouldn't be scoring 20. But we'll start looking at markets, because I don't know if we want to start looking at bets for the weekend. Just trying to work out how the game's going to go. I mean, we can bring up at the moment what's on Boyles, and then we can see. Give me a sec. I'll bring up the screen. Right. what we got at the moment. Like I said, that we do know the points line is sitting at 41. Interesting, like Springbok and All Black games can go scoring, but I was just checking out all our 5 latest. I mean, okay, we don't want to go too far in stats, but the highest game between us was 40 points, and that was that 3rd and 4th playoff in 99. So the World Cup games between us seem to be very, very tight, you know. And with concerning the conditions and the teams we pick, I wouldn't bet under 41 for sure, because I can easily see it going 45, but it's definitely not going higher than 50. But 40, probably 45. But I don't know. Would you be betting under 40 as a natural unders player? Would you be betting under 41?
No, that's too. That's too, especially pre-match. You know, with these type of things, often I like to wait till 5-10 minutes in and then start playing with the points and things. Pre-match is very tricky because it might be gale force winds, it might be terrible conditions, rain, wet ball. So I don't like to dive in early doors with the points markets.
I agree. I mean, even like even Scott Berger says, you can pretty much tell how a game's going to go in the first set of defensive players, right? You looked at New Zealand versus RGs last week. RGs came out fire, couldn't do anything. New Zealand got the ball, drove down the field, scored. And right then you can almost tell that's going to be like a 30, 40 point win. You can see RG aren't going to break, and you can see New Zealand are going to get opportunities, right? So you can kind of gauge I can gauge where that game's going. And then an in-play bet straight away for me there would be like looking at a New Zealand overs or something. And then the England game, could see straight away that was going to be a shit show and the points were going to be hard to come by, you know. But you got to get on very early, though, because the lines drop quite quickly. What you want is like what's great is if you still believe in an unders game, is hopefully get an early try, let that points line go up, like catch it at high 50s, and then if you are strong on your unders, then you got such awesome value there, right, and leeway on that. So
what's also nice in those a game where you can see a team dominating, like that New Zealand game, is the race to. So they often have race to 25 points or race to 30 points. Although the points cap might be like 33 or something, but they'll offer you race to 30 for maybe 7 to 10, 8 to 10 in play. That's often pretty juicy as well.
Yeah. Just at the moment, Boyle's.
You there, Chris?
So, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going on about because my camera's not even working now. That's so weird. I have no idea what's happened. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Hold on. So check my settings quickly. Give me a sec. Very off. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a different camera. That seemed like loads of things just crashed. Very odd. So let me just bring up.
Your mouse was still working, but your camera went off. But yeah, okay, you're back now, though.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so we were talking about I was just about to say like how the game's going to go, and I know some bookies give you penalties, and I'm just wondering maybe even for now we can cook up like Pollard to get 2 penalties, Moanga 2 penalties, and maybe Boyles can price up that, but that's just throwing that out there to see what you think. I don't know if you got any bets you're thinking about in this game. Otherwise, we'll look at some other games.
What about tonight's game?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, yes. I've punted already yesterday on the forum. RG +7. I'm an RG backer
Oh
tonight.
wow! Then we're fighting. Then we're gonna fight.
Well, I put it onto another group chat as well, and everyone and their dog except me and Brent Graham are on RG. So it's me and him against the world. Now I'm just calling it purely because I just think this is the type of game that RG's like, and I just think England won't give a shit about this game, and RG might do, and Courtney Laws is in there. I just think England had their game last week. They're already half the guys ahead in Dubai already. I think they're over it. That's my call. But yes, but England are a 10-12 better point team. But I just think that RG's, if I can remember third and fourth playoffs that they've made it before, they've put on some decent showing as well. I think it's just it's a spot for me. But happy to, I can see why people are back in England. I just think and even if England win, it's not by more than 5. So that's why I like the 7 number.
Yeah, but I mean, that makes perfect sense what you're saying, because I mean, England, if you look around, those players have been jolling. I mean, they were all drinking this week and living a dream. And I hear you, because I mean, what do they really have to play for? And not to be funny, but that could definitely be their attitude. I think, as you say, in a group game or a knockout game or a game that actually mattered, in inverted commas, I think it's 10, 15 points to England. And
absolutely.
maybe naively, I just thought it's going to be that again. But your points, you make good points. Because RG's
Well, I'm worried because everyone else is not on that sentiment. It's only me, and so, like everyone else, I've been throwing that out all England backers tonight. So I don't know. I can't find a way to be shifted. England for me are just as shit, and that's just my view. Like I just I just see England regression. I just think they played last week. That was their game. Like that's and RG's like I said. That's it. But anyway, well, what are you like in the -7?
I was, but that was pretty much just. I was actually liking the overs over 26. I think it was, but our mates are actually on the way there now. I need to get weather update. They say cold, but then no one said wet or windy. So, however, your points are. I mean, if you think about it, do Argentina not have a score to settle after that opening game? That could motivate them. As you say, it stands to be corrected, but third, fourth playoff. When was their last one? They did pretty decently, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they hammered someone in a big team. What year was that? Did they make the semis in 2015? Who did Australia beat to make the final? Was it Argentina? Can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yes, yes, because Argentina beat Ireland, didn't they? 2015. Yeah, sure. We're racking brains, yeah. But I do remember. No, because we played the playoff, right? We lost to
New Zealand.
Jeez, normally I remember these games, but I can't. Oh, anyway, let's start cooking some bets, Brew. Like, what do you have any thoughts? Even the darts that you said, like that darts bet you mentioned. I'm going to bring up the slide here as well, so I can't share both screens. So I'm going to share the.
It was Hitter. It's European champs, but I don't know if those markets are available. But Hitter versus Van Veen. I just see a lot of value in the under 5.5.
Do you have a market? What's the price for that?
8 to 10. Under 5.5 match 180s.
Herter versus who again?
It's Hitter versus Van Veen.
Hitter.
Damon Hitter versus Gian Van Veen. It's the European champs. It's at 7 o'clock.
Oh, it's quite soon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see there. Hold on.
VAN.
BAN.
Yeah, and then space VEEN. Van Veen.
Like
Yeah,
that.
under 5.5 180s.
180s. Decimals. 1.80, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one we can look at. Let's cook up a treble as well. I don't know if you watch, or we can use other sports as well.
I like. I'm just gonna throw out some things that
throw
stands out
them
to
out.
me.
Let's throw them out and get them going.
Okay, I've got Netherlands versus Bangladesh. No player to score 100 at 1.88.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I just think Netherlands have been involved in a few low-scoring games, as have Bangladesh. I mean, even when we played them.
Like who? But who? I mean, Bangladesh. I mean, sure. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been following the World Cup a lot at all, so you know a lot more. I think at the moment of form lines.
Yeah, I was actually looking for a handicap there. Sometimes not many sites offer them, and it's few and far between. If there was a handicap on Netherlands plus, but I couldn't find anything anywhere on pretty much any sites. And you don't often get it, but sometimes you swing a luck there because Netherlands have been taking teams close, and obviously they've beat us. So
yeah,
I see that game being much closer than people anticipate.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I thought it would be low scoring, and I don't see any hundreds.
I'm going to. I looked at some rugby. The only rugby bets at the moment that I liked were I punted the England +7, and the Stormers cap is 23. Now I felt that was way too low, so I've punted that as well because I think that Stormers should be putting the Scarlets team away. If they keep the foot down, if they keep going, they should be surely pulling away from the 23 mark and be winning by 30 at least. So I just thought that I'm not
40 odd against the Bulls, eh?
Yeah, and I'm not normally a massive minus punter, but this just looks like a big. It looks like because for me we're not much more. We're not a, but I think we're on parity with that Bulls side. So why can't we put them away?
No, but Loftus.
Yeah, the mighty Loftus. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, okay, but I mean, we've been scoring much more points at Greenpoint Stadium than Newlands. I mean, Newlands was
but we at Donny. It's a Donny Craven, and that's a fast field, right?
Oh, is it? Is it Donny Craven? Okay, yeah, it's dry. It's been dry, so it'll be.
Is it been dry? Yeah. Yeah. Another one I know you don't like it. I actually like is Girona are playing tonight against Celta Vigo, and Girona have been tearing it up in La Liga. Scoring lots of goals, and they're at home to Celta Vigo tonight. And I like my Friday team goals. I'm just gonna have a quick look. I haven't looked at it. I'm gonna try call. I hope it's 1.8. It might be 1.7, but it's 1.8. I'm possibly gonna tip in that. Let me just see.
What is that? To score 2 or more?
To score 2 or more, yeah. Because they're not normally you can normally get quite good value on the Spanish goals. La Liga. So hopefully they still earn the value in. Oh, they're 1.67, so it's going to be about the same for 2 goals. I see that.
Just hold on. Sorry to interrupt you, but the trocheas might be choking. Yeah.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it's 250 for 8. Chasing 270. Marky Mark's just gone out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's not going to be terminal for us, though, right? We still good hunt for the semi. Right?
No, but I mean, I think this will basically secure us a semi-final spot if we win.
Yeah.
But we were cruising. I don't know what happened since the show started. We just lost 2 wickets. Wow.
Yeah, anyway, Girona's over 6.4. I was hoping for 1.72. I think them to score 2 goals or win will happen, but I would like a higher price, to be honest. But anyway, that was just what I'm throwing out there. Say rugby, I know a few guys like the Bulls plus. Bulls are +6 against Ulster away. I still just battled to back a South African team on tour. Look at the Sharks last week. Pretty strong side. Munster still easy. Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I haven't looked at. To be honest, I haven't looked at the other games. I still wanted to see a bit more. And last week was a nice one because we had Lions and the Bulls at Loftus. And they were always going to produce points. So.
The Lions actually came back nicely at the end there.
Yeah, they did.
But they've always got points in them. Their selection just is the weirdest thing for me. I mean, some of those, that scrum off, I rated him forever, and they just don't pick him. The blonde guy,
Van der Berg. Yeah, they
play Nahamba ahead of him. I mean, I wouldn't play Nahamba in my club team. I don't know what everyone sees in him, but it is what it is. Yeah. And what happened to that centre? Was he injured?
Van Beek, he's been injured for a while, but he's brilliant. Henko van Beek, he's really good. Really good.
And I see they were also talking the flank. Is it Fenter?
Yes, but I don't know where he is now. Yeah.
He was playing. He played last week, didn't he?
Did he? Yeah.
Because they were actually, the commentators was saying that he's been earmarked for higher honors. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because remember a year ago or so, we called him out in that one game. He played really well.
Yeah. I'm gonna just share my screen again. I'm gonna put the slide back up quickly.
What about Australia straight win over New Zealand in the cricket? I think that's decent.
What the odds there?
I think it's only about 1.7, but I mean that's still maybe even lower now. I saw somewhere.
I'm thinking I'm happy to just call these two bets for now. Do you want to put together a treble, like maybe like an Argentina plus 15?
I'd love to know what the weather is doing, because maybe over on points.
It was supposed to be a bit wet, but it seems to be drying out. So I think
so what have you got there now? You got the player to score, no player to score 100.
And your darts, which is nice. Different type of bets. So like happy. Obviously I don't know about the prices on Boyles yet. They're not priced up yet. So I'll get the guys to price this up. But if they're at that mark, that's a good point. Good one. Because we'll probably get whichever one we decide at the end of the show, we'll get one of them boosted out of the treble.
Well, I think that by the end of the show, that Hetzig match would have started already. So maybe we need to drop that. Okay. But,
so should we look at a treble? Come on. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking as well.
Yeah, sure. Yes, I know that. I think the points out for the England versus Argentina today.
Yeah, 46 and a half.
That feels low.
Yeah, I mean you can get 44 and a half at 7 to 10 over 44 and a half, which seems quite nice.
Over 44 and a half.
Yeah, at 7 to 10.
Come on, man. I've been nightmare with this bloody. Oh man, why is I can't let me escape this. Not having a good time with the slider. So over 44. What? Say it again.
Over 44.5. Yeah.
Over 44.5.
Total points.
Yeah. 0.5.
You know what was also quite juicy that I saw here. I don't know how many. I don't know. Okay, no. Let me just leave it. Just about try scores, positions, and most try scorers, and I saw on one of the sites any forward to be the top. Forwards to score more tries than the other positions was quite a decent one as well.
Yes, for which game?
England, Argentina.
Forwards to score more than backs.
Well, it was actually split between forwards and then 11, 14, 15, and then 9, 10, 12, 13. But you got 13 to 10 for selecting any forwards over basically the back three and then the scrum of flower for the centers.
So
it's quite complicated to explain.
Yeah. I think we need to keep it a little bit simpler. Yeah, I think. I've just for the treble.
Those ones are fine. I don't know. I can't see anything on the screen.
Oh, it's not sharing. Hold on. Should be coming through now. I just have an issue with the. Yeah. Can you see it now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make it bigger so you can see it. Oh, for crying out! This because I'm using this on the slide now, on the Google slide, so I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I've obviously put under 50 because I think the final is going to be tight. It's not going to go past 50, and maybe over 30 Stormers points or 40.
I see they're on 40 at the moment. There is talk. Let me just check quickly on AccuWeather. That there's going to be terrible weather tomorrow. So
in Cape Town, okay, yeah. Please check. I'm just assuming that weather's back to spring and rain's gone.
Okay, no, it's not that bad. It says it'll be very windy, but there's not 25% chance of rain, and I mean they're in Stellenbosch, so it's basically 0% chance.
No, that's you need like a proper cold front for me to get really scared.
Yeah.
What about what about 35 or 30?
Yeah, 35 will be nice.
I'm worried about this 44, but I think the guys don't play. The guys play, man, in these third and fourth playoffs. It's like an exhibition match, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'm actually going over to your side with this whole Argentina being absent stuff, but I mean that's just from an England-Argentina point of view. From a total thing, I also agree that I think it'll be free-flowing and there will be points.
Okay. Should we lock that in as our treble?
Yeah.
And then what should we call out for a best bet? If anyone's so if we haven't had any comments today.
What about the fan bet? Is that the fan bet? Bangladesh, Netherlands.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking because we haven't got the comments coming through today, so we don't have a fan bet to discuss from there. So we can pick it. So if we pick it as the fan bet, that's the one we'll get Boyles to boost and put on the site.
Okay.
But we can even leave it at this. We don't have to force a bet, man. Like, just thinking, there's nothing for me that's been standing out.
No.
I would have punted the Jerome if it was over 1.70. And in terms of rugby, as I say, a lot of guys are liking the Bulls plus tomorrow, but I can't do it.
They are.
Yeah, English Prem.
What are the team sheet? I mean, the Bulls were quite impressive last week. I also thought I actually didn't get involved in anything because, that first game, you just want to check things out.
Yeah. The English Prem, Bath are 10 points favourites against Leicester. That's a number I can't believe either. I mean, they did beat Saracens, and I was expecting the Saracens bounce back after being hammered by Exeter. But Leicester plus 10 could be the right number in the English Prem. Sharks at 15. Some people are saying that Leinster team, they lost to Glasgow. I don't think they haven't brought back guys yet.
Those are still resting. Yeah, that could be interesting because, I mean, it's
Sharks
like 17.5 points.
Well, the Caps are, it's now 16 now.
Yeah, that could be. I
Maybe
mean, even if you
maybe
had to go to like a 20.
yeah, that's what I said. So
Uh,
we could buy some points to 1 plus 21.5 at 1.43 and make a double for best bet. Find another one.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Because I mean, I'm sure the Sharks will. I mean,
do we
unless,
have?
as you say, those like half their teams on holiday, I think.
Yeah, and I also like I always love the second match on a touring team, and the team have settled a little bit after they've had a knockout.
Yeah.
Hits out and they seem to play a better win. So Bulls on Sunday. Where's the? Oh, there we go. Bulls up -5, +5 for the Bulls. Maybe Bulls plus 11.5, and Sharks.
Yeah.
Are we going to back the Saffers away?
Yeah.
It's been
World
heartbreak.
Cup scarce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll probably get what, even money for those two.
Yeah, it's exactly even money.
Yeah.
So, I like that. Should we? Let's do this with the. So what do we say? Sharkies. Insert text box. Sharks plus 21.5. Bulls plus 11.5, right?
Yeah.
That's available. So which one do we think we should look for the boost? This one or the Netherlands game?
Yeah, I quite like that Netherlands one.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, pretty much either side that bats first. I mean, for me as the unders player, it's 2 runs and over for one player.
Yeah. You get into
so
the
and those guys don't really.
Yeah. No, like it's about quality, like it's not it's not easy to get those runs. And normally like rugby, crap versus crap is low scoring points, and crap versus crap in cricket's low scoring as well, right? Generally.
Yeah.
So, well, there we go. We've cooked up these bets. I quite like them. What do you think?
Yeah,
I'm happy to close it off with that. So we had a few guys in and out, so I've seen that the count has gone up and down, but no one's shared their thoughts, even though I've asked them to. So, but I'm happy we've cooked up with that. What I'll do now, send this to Boyles. We'll get the treble boosted and the Netherlands one boosted. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds good, Brew. Thanks so much for joining. It's been
no
lekker.
Problem. Good. Go the Bokke tomorrow.
Go the Bokke. Yeah. What's your call? Come on, give us a prediction.
My head actually, you're gonna hate me, and so is all my mates. But my head actually says New Zealand by like 15. I just think all our guys are gonna be out on their feet and knackered. But let's hope. I just think New Zealand have so much motivation. They can say, guys, look how these like smashed us in Twickenham. Everyone's written us off. Ian Foster's last game, although it's Jacques, the physio's last game as well. But Foster's just going to be like, cheers, thanks guys. You all wrote me off. I'll just take. And I see people have been tuning him about playing people in the wrong positions, all types of things. And now, who knows? It's a massive game. And I think if we can get up for it and put every single thing we have into the first 10 minutes and not be behind, then we can maybe hang on.
Yeah.
The problem is I think things like, even as ridiculous as it sounds, even kicking off, we need to kick off. Like get the ball into their half. Just don't mess around in our half. Don't do anything in our half in that first 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah. If I saw, like I said, like we've been saying, this first start and run on team is so important for this All Black side, and they've got to the final intact, and that's massive. If there was Anton Leonard-Brown in the midfield there and Papali'i in the back row there, and then I would say but this team is well balanced, and Geordie, and those guys, Jordy and Frizzell, on top form of their life, bringing the other guys into play. Sure, I know we'll be up for it. I know this sounds odd because, you know, in Faf and Pollard you trust, but we haven't played Faf and Pollard for almost 2 years, I think. And the whole game's been based on Lebok and a bit more. I don't know. I'm worried this team is just not going to get going. I'm just so fearful of this. I don't know. I know they're good players, but I just feel we've played a year and a half. I don't know, but conditions, it's a final in conditions. So maybe the team, I don't know. I'd rather have Faf and Pollard come in as a reserves. I would have started Marnie again. I just think I prefer that. But look,
I don't really mind the Faf and Pollard. I just really worry about the energy levels and them being tired. I mean, like,
no, I think
Dwayne last week was nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. He was tired. Eben was nowhere. And then people are saying Eben should be player of the year. I'm like, geez, have you guys missed half the games this year? I don't know.
Player of the year getting hoiked off after 40 minutes in a semi-final. Yeah, sounds like he's having a great time out there. You know?
I don't know. I mean, and not to run any players down. But
yeah, of course.
I think we overrate some of our players.
I know. I agree. Eben's great, but he's not consistent. Eben's great, but I don't know. He's not like showed on that game.
I mean, Itoji stepped up way above him last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I also think when we lost Eben in that. One or two games, we didn't actually lose that much. Luckily, we've got good backup locks, you know. Whereas like a Marks or someone else's.
Yes, I wish we had Marks for tomorrow, man. Sure. Yeah,
maybe he's actually there.
They flew out the pimps and him for the game, like they did. Who was injured last time and they brought him in? Same. Nyakani or someone.
Rupert fly them all in or something. The last time.
Yeah.
Shame, I also feel sorry for Lewis. Like no one ever mentions him.
Yeah,
like he's just gone.
I know, but Lewis, man, I was watching a rerun. I was getting myself in the mood. I was watching a rerun of some of our highlights of us playing New Zealand, and that flipping effort on Jokano and that night, that semi-final 2015. He flew in there like an absolute fairy and missed the tackle, and they got over and we couldn't come back. And we only lost by 2 points, but if he makes that tackle, you know, we're in the final. Possibly. Anyway, pass, bygones. Brilliant. Thanks, mate. We've got our bets together. I love it. The games are in 2 hours, so hopefully Boyles can get that treble boosted in time. If not, we might miss that if we can, because we are running out of time. But we'll definitely get the Netherlands Bangladesh one boosted. So if you guys want to tag along, please do. And thank you again for the coming on, Bill, and everyone watching. As we said, we're trying to grow the show. We got some more ideas and specials to go to talk about from next week. So hopefully we'll keep growing and get your feedback on how we want to format the show and how we go forward. But say we've got Boyles on board with the boost. If you followed last week, you would have hit a lovely 5.5 or 4 decimal treble. So hopefully it goes towards your winning best tips. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dilly. And we'll enjoy the ragga, guys, and we'll chat soon. Cheers,
Cheers, bye.